Welcome to week 2 of my Halloween double feature videos. This week, I will be focusing on something that gets people quite a bit jumpy. Spiders. And of course, the first film will be none other than Arachnophobia. Arachnophobia from 1990, directed by Frank Marshall, who's directed and produced many of my favorites, and probably some of yours, including Congo, Poltergeist, Empire of the Sun, The Indian in the Cupboard, The Sixth Sense, Signs, Jurassic World, and also coming next year, Twisters, which is apparently a sequel to Twister from 1996, one of my all-time favorites. This film was also executive produced by Steven Spielberg. The film stars Jeff Daniels, Harley Jane Kozak, and John Goodman. And I will be pairing this film with Smashed Pumpkin Ale by Shipyard Brewing Co., coming in at 9% alcohol. Take a look at this beer description. Sounds mighty tasty.
Incredible. What is? Spiders have no reproductive organs. Looks like worker bees or soldier ants.
Mighty fine pumpkin beer.
The soldiers, I'd hate to see the general.
Cheers, guys. This will be my first seasonal beer. Most of y'all know or have seen. I'm always drinking White Claws or Twisted Teas. Kind of cut down on beer a bit, but hey, here's to the beer drinkers and hellraisers. So for those who haven't seen this film, basically, it's about an unknown venomous spider makes its way from the rainforest to a small town in California and just completely terrorizes and kills anything that comes across its path. And here we're gonna have John Goodman.
My husband thought this would make a good wine cellar.
Oh, yeah? I collect beer cans myself. I got a rare 74 Miller Lite with a misprint on the label. The husband just might want to take a gander.
Everybody's calling you Dr. Death.
What's wrong?
Some damn thing bit me.
It's just a spider.
Spider. Like a damn cougar.
What's your
That little old lady is actress Frances Bay, who anyone around my age group is gonna know as the grandma from Happy Gilmore.
Everybody just get up very slowly and walk towards the door.
Rock and roll.
Were those spiders screaming? They don't have vocal cords. I'll be goddamn.
We should check the kids.
Now that this film has ended, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, I should have had wine along with this film. Oh well. Let's see how many of y'all get jumpy and itchy after that one. Personally, I'd like to say Arachnophobia is the Jaws of spider films. There's so many cheesy films that got made during the 90s, of course, the 2000s and the later 2000s. Itsy Bitsy, Lavalantula, Ice Spiders, I believe. One of my personal favorites from 1955, Tarantula, starring Jack Arnold, who's actually come out in a bunch of my favorite science fiction films. Came from Outer Space, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and The Incredible Shrinking Man. Now before I start this next film, I do want to share a personal story of mine. In the early 90s, I want to say maybe 1990 or even 89, my dad's dad, my late grandpa, was actually bitten by a brown recluse while cleaning the shed. He managed to kill the spider, but unfortunately passed due to that brown recluse spider bite. Yeah, this is just a personal story before I start this next film. No joke, I actually feel like I got bit by a spider right now, actually. Check that out. How many of y'all remember doing this as a kid? Up next, something on the lighter, campier side from 2002. This is Eight Legged Freaks, and I will be watching the Blu-ray released by Scream Factory.
Do you know fear? This is a story of monsters, creatures, hideous nightmares that crawl in the night. I've seen them in visions, and you will too.
The male orb weavers compete for the female's attention. They all try to give her, the best present. Like bugs or rats or the occasional parrot.
That, of course, is actor Tom Noonan, who I know as the Ripper from The Last Action Hero.
See, look, consuela. She fills her prey with digestive acid to liquefy the internal organs so she can drink it from the inside out. Oh, it's a lie.
I'm not gonna get pregnant at 16. I'm not gonna stay here for the rest of my life. All
Well,
right?
that's good to know. An unknown Scarlett
I'm sorry.
Johansson. Yeah, now we're talking.
What exactly is it? Spider-Man.
Get back! Dragon Break!
I hope we got the insurance pays for this. As far as Chris McCormick reopening the gold mines and putting everyone back to work, well, that, my friends, is another story altogether.
Ah, Eight-Legged Freaks. A touching story of toxic chemical waste that turned average-sized spiders into giant killer monsters. I almost forgot to mention, this film was directed by Elroy LKM, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, who also directed They Nest, Return of the Living Dead, Necropolis, and Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave. Goddamn, I had fun on this one. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, look for me on social media, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The links will be in the description. And join me next week for another Halloween double feature video.